Good evening, everyone. My name is Zafar. I'm here on my YouTube channel. The name is ZA Videos. I'm here to discuss with you some analytics tool which are using on daily basis in many organizations worldwide. These analysis tools basically are used to make data visually very possible to read for the higher management, upper management directors, board of members, board of directors to visualize, to have an idea where their company, or their shipments, their logistics, their stocks, their warehouses are standing. So every large organization has a lot of data, a lot of raw data in Excel formats, in CSV formats, which they are unable to read. So it's a tool from Microsoft. Name is Power BI. So basically, Power BI means that Power Business and Business Intelligence tool. It means that your business is intelligence with power. So what we have to do, we will be using that Power BI to, to cater our data from Excel format into Power BI so that we have a better visualization, so that we have a better understanding of our data of our company. So I will be taking a raw data. You can take a raw data from Google. You just write raw data for Power BI practice. You will get multiple files in which there will be a raw data which is maybe not actual, but it is available for us for teaching purpose to have teach to share videos on Power BI. So I will be starting with you. Uh, be with me. So what will be what we'll be doing right now is we will be I will be sharing a screen with you. Okay. So this is the raw data which we have right now. This data is basically, as you can see, it is basically a global superstore who has a lot of branches, lot of stores in all over the world. There are basically customer IDs, shipment date, order ID, row ID, whatever segment, whether it's from home office, corporate, consumer, and then there is city, then there is state and country. Then some postal codes are missing. Obviously, postal codes are very sensitive, so that maybe they are not shared, but there is a marketplace available like US and Asia Pacific, European Union. Um, if we move forward, that you can see we have a region also, product ID, category wise, subcategory, what was ordered like chairs, phones, copiers, accessories, temples, and so on. The product name is also mentioned. It may vary, the product may vary, but these things are very repeatable. These like category, subcategory, region. So let's see. What we'll be doing is we will be saving this data on our desktop. Okay. Desktop. So as you can see, this is in a CSV format. Okay, save it. It doesn't matter. You can save this in a CSV format or in a XLS format. It doesn't matter. Guys, it and we will be opening our Power BI desktop app. And see. I will also give you a brief introduction how Power BI is, what are the areas on Power BI, what we are doing in Power BI, on what places, on which places you can do what things. So let's see. I'm logged in. Basically, I have a subscription. As you can see, my name over there, Zafar Ahmed. I have a subscription to the premium package. So basically, this area which you can see is this area which you can see here. Add data to your report. Basically, this is where your all graphics or visualization appears. This area at the right hand side is your visualization, like your graphs, your pie chart, your donut chart, and your gauge. these are the fields where your data will be available in terms of columns. So one thing which I want to clear with you is, see, when we will be importing this data, make sure that your Excel file have enough columns, because once data is imported into the Power BI, once data is imported, this Excel file is imported in Power BI, you cannot add more columns. Like for example, if I have imported this data into Power BI, and my user or my company says me that, okay, okay, Zafar, please add here one column, and just say for example, you can add origin, or you can say what we can say, uh, supplier. Okay? Say supplier. So in supplier, this column, this when you save this column and you refresh that data in Power BI, the Power BI will crash. The data will be no more available with you until unless you are going to remove this column and save it again and refresh the data in Power BI again. Because Power BI is solely depend on our columns. Once our columns are matched, Power BI will work till death. So you can add data in rows basically if you want, like the columns are same, but if you want to add data over here, if you want to add data, simple for example, if you want to add something here, like if I would say the row ID this and the customer ID will be this one, whatever. If you want to add, this will be added into the Power BI. Okay. So this will be added into your pie chart, into your graphs, into your donuts, because it's an addition to your data. But segments, the data in which Power BI has taken and Power BI has tabulated your data into the visualization format. This will not be available on Power BI. It will crash. Okay, so make sure that you have enough columns. If you don't have enough columns, if you see that you may have, if we can say, if you may have a kind of urgency, or if you may have, if you are seeing that you may have a future dependency on more data, you can add blank columns like this. Okay, and add column one, column two, so that you have a ample data, so that you have a spare columns available with you. You can just change the name in Power BI. This is also one of the drawback of Power BI, is once your column, sorry, okay. This is one of also a drawback. If I'm changing after importing data into Power BI, if I'm changing this order ID into order IDs, Power BI will crash again. So make sure you do not change any data, uh, any spelling in columns, in column headers basically. So make sure that you have a correct column name. Make sure you have correct column name. Make sure you have correct number of columns, so that your data may not be get crashed in Power BI. Okay, so coming into this, how you will get your data in Power BI. As you can see, there is a get data icon over here. If you click this, there are top options, common data sources. As you can see, there are common data sources available. But if you click on more, you will get more data sources available with you. See this. I have clicked on all. You can see there's all Azure SD inside, Power BI data sets will be already available. SharePoint online list is also available. Microsoft Exchange, Dynamics 365, Google Analytics. You see, Active Directory. So if you can go with Power Platform, it can give you this. If you can go with database, it will give you MySQL, SQL, IBM Netza, a SAP HANA database. It will take directly data from SAP. There are lots of things available in Power BI. So what we are doing today is we will get data from Excel. Okay, so we have data available